Oh,
Yeah, it was a weird day.
oh, we're live. Hello, and welcome to Manic Money Finance.
Money finance channel. Yeah, it's funny.
This is Crypto Corey.
And I'm Money Mike.
Oh, we're here to talk to you about the financial markets and such.
I think I don't know.
Stock market. Uh,
Maybe.
yeah. We got some.
Like, let's say everything with like confidence, and then follow it by the words "I think." Just ruin it all.
Oh, yep. That's a new date tactic. You go on a date with a chick. You're like, oh yeah, I make decent money. I think
Yeah.
I work hard.
Yeah, at this new job, they're like, "Here's the print and here's the material." And they're like, "Do you have any questions?" I'm like, "No, I totally got this. I think." I, we'll see. That's the other one. I like to throw that one out there a lot too. I don't know. We'll see.
Under promise and over deliver. Yeah,
Yeah, I
dude.
like to mess with them like that.
Oh yeah, if they're worried and you nail it out of the park every time, life's good. They're just like, yeah, he's solid. Don't listen to him.
There wasn't a lick word. There wasn't hadn't been a single word of like training since I started this new job, and
That's
finally
wild.
this month, he finally, because I got my uniforms today, and he was like, "Well, seems like you know what you're doing," and that was like basically his like compliment, like, "Yeah, uh, we don't have anything to worry about." I'm like, "Well, thank you for giving me the opportunity. I'm glad you let me actually prove myself, because there was a couple people that they missed out. Too bad." He's like, they, yeah, they did.
I think.
Like,
Imagine if he hit you with that.
man, yeah, this guy's old Navy SEAL. Talking to me about like, latest Navy. I'm not military, so military people are probably gonna chew me up in the comments here, but he was talking about doing water training and like getting your hands tied behind your back. And you have to like kick like with your feet, not
That's
like across
buds.
the pool.
That's buds.
Yeah, he was
That's
talking about that, and he's like told me he like panicked and stuff, and he like got water in his lungs and shit. I'm like,
yeah.
that's scary.
So basically the way I understood it from the Navy SEALs that I've talked to and like Mr. Ballin and stuff is you have to be willing to drown. If you're willing to drown when you go into buds, that's when they do the pool training in the SEALs and all special forces have to do it. It's like basically if you're willing to drown, you're gonna be all right because they're gonna bring you back. They're gonna fucking clear your lungs out and wake you up.
Right?
Yep. No, that's intense stuff though. I can only imagine, dude.
He got that conversation because I like showed him a couple pictures of like my skydiving stuff. He's like, I was gonna go to parachute school, or what do they call it, like whatever the word is. But yeah, they're gonna put him through all that stuff.
So he might be a Navy SEAL dropout because in order to become a Navy SEAL, you have to go through
That's what he
parachute.
told. He told me like he got to that part where he like drowned. It was like 2 or 3 times, and then he had to call it quits.
Yeah, because if you become a SEAL, you have to go through parachute school, like
Yeah,
bare minimum. Yeah, it's like 2 years of training, dude, and Buds is only 6 months of it, and then they put you through. Oh God, and that's almost all the special forces. So that's why they put such an importance on those guys because they put 2 years of training into them.
yeah. I was thinking, I was looking at. I was gonna sign up for the Marines, but I'm even knowing myself now, climb mountains, like jump out of airplanes. I'm too much of a pussy to be able to do that stuff.
I don't know. You probably would have been fine, dude. Let's be honest. When because you were probably looking to join when you were like 20 years old, young, you know,
Yeah,
just checking audio levels.
yeah. It's probably Probably good. What do you think, chat? Are we cooked?
I don't know. You probably would have been fine. Holy shit.
Are we loud?
I'm loud. I'm toning mine down. And we should be good. If you can hear me breathing, if you can hear me, if you can hear me breathing, that's a problem. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna share this one to my personal Facebook this time, and probably the Manic Money one too. But yeah, so what should I bring up first? Should I rest on my laurels and talk about my wins from this past week? Get that out the way. I really don't want to bring up the chart because you know me, dude. Like once I'm out of a trade, that stuff is dead to me, bro. But
I pulled it up like the other day. I saw your attack. I came and like they're really strict about the phone at this new job, so I can't even look my phone. But I briefly brought up a chart, and I was like, "Oh damn! I hope Mike sold. I really do." And then I looked at your text, and he's like, "Yeah, you sold." I'm like, "Nice, dude."
I could have made more money. Okay, I could have hit like a 15.
Make more money.
I could have hit a 15 times. Yeah. Well, you know me. Once it hit 10 times, I took out 25%, a little bit more than that. You know, it was like 10 times, 25%. It kept going 15 times. Let's sell some more. So I already had my initial investment times 5 out of there. And I should have sold the night before and life would have been great. Probably like 17 times my money, but I got out at 10 times my money. So I'm happy. For a week and a half. Yeah, dude, it started. Dude, the whales just started dumping. Oh, and when you have low liquidity, huh?
If you get a 5x on your investment, come on, chat. Ain't taking those profits.
Yeah. See, I like to look. It's like you gotta take all the variables into account. Because if like you get in a brand new project like I did with a $30,000 market cap, dude, it's I'm not selling at 250K, you know, market cap. It's a brand new project. The developer's not selling. You got new watchers and new people jumping in constantly all day. Brand new whale that buys 15% of the float. Like, yeah. It's one of those things. You gotta take everything into consideration. You know, if you're buying a meme stock, something stupid that there's no fundamentals behind it, yeah, 5 times I'm out. I'll never look at that stock again. And that's what I do with Mallcoin, Daddy Darth Maul there. I will never look at that coin again. It's off my browsers. I took it off StockTwits, my StockTwits page. It's dead to me now. I got my money. I got out.
And that comes from experience. Because we all know what happens. You decide to get married to one of these altcoins or like start listening to the BS about some influencer online saying that it's going to go and be like the next currency or the next Bitcoin. Let's be honest with ourselves here. We're here to make money.
Yeah.
And anybody who tells you that they're not here to make money, they're a liar. 100%. Because we're here to make some money.
It's like, dude, it's like when you break up with a girlfriend. Don't go check her Instagram. Don't do it. Block her on everything.
Unless you're a sadistic person. You love
torture yourself. Oh, good times. Good times. Oh, man. What do you think? You want to bring up some charts? You want to talk about this week? You want to talk about Bitcoin? You want to start a Bitcoin trade like we do?
Yeah, why don't we bring up Bitcoin here?
What'd you call it?
Bitcoin. Oh man, I fumbled the ball here, Mike, on our last trade.
Should have just held, right?
Yeah, let's see. I don't know what exact. Let's bring up. I think
the actual chart. Yeah.
I think I brought up on stream. Was it Coinbase?
No, you had I think you had that chart up just now, the one that we used. It was the futures chart.
See, this is the thing.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, chat, we cooked. No. Remember last stream we talked about this fair value gap? This is perfect. I actually love that this happened because now we can show you exactly why if you don't use the correct chart, you get screwed over on the trade. So notice this one. Remember we talked about fair value gaps last time? If not, go back to last stream. We talked about fair value gaps, price inefficiencies. We call them PD arrays, premium and discount arrays, PD arrays. So this was a discount array measuring an inefficiency in price, and that has been. Remember, we boxed this out. We called it, and it was the fair value gap. It wasn't C. It was this previous candle. So you gotta be careful there. Notice, like, we use the top of that wick on that candle, and then we have a gap here in the candle, and then following that is another candle with a wick on a low. If there's a gap in these wicks here, it's known as a fair value gap, right? That's what we were anticipating on the stream last time. We were saying we were eyeing this area for a target on our short. Well, guess what? We're using the Bitstamp chart. See that? We have the Bitstamp chart, and this is a grave mistake. It actually cost us the whole trade and actually gave us a loss because we did not outline the correct chart. And this, my friends, is why everybody out there says Bitcoin is a scam. You might be wondering, why do people call Bitcoin a scam? Well, they've traded like this and they didn't have the rules. I made this mistake because I've been dealing with a lot of personal stuff in my life. Let's just put it that way. I'm actually getting back into the charts finally. So we should have had the CME open. This is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. So you notice something different right off the bat with this chart. We have to change our fair value gap, right? And that's why I like to put my entries right at the entry of the fair value gap or our exit in this case because it was short. Look where it goes. This is the CME. See that? Look at that wick. Right into it.
John Wick.
If I was paying attention, I would have known. Boom. That's it. We take our money. Let's get out because it's our target. So see that one? This is the CME. This is the futures chart. Now, if you were looking at, go back to Bitstamp chart, same asset, same Bitcoin, same everything. Look at that. Look how scammy that is, everyone. Put this in your notes. I want you to notice, look at this spread compared to the CME, Bitstamp, and then let's pull up Coinbase as well. So we had a fair value gap here, and it built. Not the first one, right? This one's huge. You had a bunch of entries in here, right? Really, what we were anticipating was this one. Notice how this one up here wasn't even on the other. Right? We'll go back in a second. Look at that one on Coinbase. Doesn't even come close. That one out of the way. It doesn't even come close. Right? Go to Binance. This is another big one. On Binance, they actually have a liquidity void. So this, instead of a fair value gap, this is another discount array. It's also, it shows itself in the premium range as the inversion. So basically the opposite, right? This is a liquidity void. Notice how there's a complete gap in all trading. There is no candle, there is no wick, there is no high, no low.
Huh.
Typically you see these, and these are huge. You're like, these hit most of the time. Like, you see liquidity void? That's, we're talking golden, brother. Look at that one. that one on Binance hit. Right? So if we were looking at the Binance chart, we would have been like, hell yeah, I see that liquidity void. That's way more tasty than fair value gap, right?
So isn't this just arbitrage, really, in a way?
Arbitrage?
Yes.
In what sense?
That like maybe people who are trading on Binance see where the price is going on all the other exchanges, and they're like, oh crap, like buy, creating that liquidity void where they're buying for higher amounts than what it was just trading on because it's going through the roof. You know what I mean?
Orders were placed there. Exactly what I'm talking about. Like smart money and our watchers here, the people who tune into our live, know that this is an area of high significance. And there's either orders where shorts are being sold, which is basically a buy because you have to buy in to cover your short, right? Or people going long who have already placed a limit order in this range, and as soon as it hits, they're in, like Flynn.
Boom.
Right? So we have a mixture of people that are targeting this area. All of it's smart money, all right? Because we know that Binance is one of the biggest exchanges, and we know to look at the Binance chart first. Don't be looking at the Coinbase chart. Don't be looking at whatever the heck chart you have open or whatever exchange you're using. As I just demonstrated, the spread is completely different, and I mean, I can't say scammy because that might get us into trouble, but it's a little weird if you catch my drift. So look at the Binance chart and look at the CME futures. I made the mistake on the last stream because I was being lazy and we were using the Bitstamp chart, and that was a great opportunity to teach you guys why you should not be using those charts.
Well, the other thing too is with weekend trading that can become an issue because the futures markets do close on the weekend.
Exactly, which is another boom. Mike just hit on a fucking key component here, folks. So go back into your charts and look at the CME. Look at all the gaps weekends like to make. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, someone definitely talked about that. So the gapping up or the gapping down of Bitcoin to match the CMEs. How that happens a lot of times. Not every time.
How it lines up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I want you guys, everybody who's watching, your homework is to go back into the Bitcoin CME chart and outline all the inefficiencies. So here's one, right? If you know the answer to the question, let me know in the chat. But what is this called? I just told you guys. This one. It's huge. Yep. Yeah, you in the back, you got it right. It's called a liquidity void. Yep. So go into your charts. I want you to outline liquidity voids. Right. I want you to outline the fair value gaps, all of them.
So that was a giant weekend drop, basically.
Right. We have all these gaps here. So
was actually what's interesting right now is that when the CME closed today, Bitcoin was forming a cup, and then it's since taken a little hit. With the futures closed.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens because Bitcoin does not sleep, and we have some crazy stuff happening in the Middle East that could really affect the financial markets Monday.
Something to keep in mind. So go into your charts, right, and see what I'm doing here. I'm outlining all these inefficiencies because they're everywhere. Go on the CME. I'm going to try to find you the other one right here. So there's another. I think this is one that. So show you the liquidity void. Oh no, so that's a liquidity void right there. Still. Still have one.
There was one further back too. A little ways at the
Yeah.
bottom. Yeah.
I'm trying. Okay, so this is the other inefficiency. So now notice. Oh wait, no. Okay, that's not the right one. So we have another one right here. Try to line up where when the wicks overlap, it's just called a volume imbalance. So when the candles, yeah, we have a gap here, but say if this candle had a wick, right, and it overlaps with this candle, it's just two giant wicks that overlap. That's called a volume imbalance, and that's another inefficiency that you want to outline. So this is the 1 hour chart. Go into the daily chart, really. That's where it's gonna be most effective. So look at that one, right? CME gap all the way back from November 2024. Look how it just got filled. So that's another very interesting point there. And if you had just thought that, right, boom, we would have been off to the races. That's second run up. But also look how it was dirty and it stopped you out, right? Tricked you out there. Took the stop losses of people who were playing this, and then it ran up. Did some dirty stuff. Here we go. This is a volume imbalance. See how the wicks overlap? So in this case, we just grab the body, the open, and the close. The close of the previous game. Right? So this one right here. I don't even think it didn't fill, right? So, I mean, it's not perfect.
I'm gonna go hit the bathroom real quick.
All right, I can just keep talking about this. So, these premium and discount arrays, you line up, right? There's an area of significance here. Okay, we have another version. This one, yeah, that is a liquidity void. It's absent of all trading, and most likely, guess what? It was between a Friday and a Monday, so it's absent of all trading because the CME is closed. You're not even able to trade. Look at that. Where is price charging towards, right? So I'm going to go out on a limb here, and we're going to anticipate a trade. We're going to actually...
Yeah. You want to flip a coin?
You do that. Limit sell in our inverted liquidity void there. Set ourselves up for a trade. Okay. Then we can take our stop loss and just put it a little bit above. But we're not in the right account to be able to set ourselves up for this.
Yeah.
Negative if we try to sell this one.
Well, you're on the futures chart, by the way.
Yeah, this is going to be long term.
Oh, okay.
This long term anticipation of price. So it's still going to the area that we anticipate, which is down. First, we have to wipe out people who are trying to short because coin loves to do that. And what we're going to do is we're going to target this area for entry, and we're going to be entering into a short. Now, let's think about it. If retail was to be looking at this, what are they thinking? Prices breaking above these key areas, right? It's a breakout. It's a breakout. I'm gonna go long, right? How many times have you done that? I mean, everybody who's watching has traded futures. Come on.
I mean, if you go to the live chart, it's definitely looking a little different right now. But I would still say a short is a solid That's exactly what I would pick right now too. Would be a short.
So yeah, this is what we're anticipating. We want price to go up into this area to trick retail into thinking it's a breakout. It's going back to new all-time highs. It's let's go. It's go time, baby. And they go in max long, maximum leverage, And guess what happens?
Wrecked.
Because I've done it, you've done it, we've all done it, right? I mean, anybody who's traded futures before, you know the exact mindset I'm talking about right here. But imagine if you had just gone short all those times that you thought it was a breakout and you were trading a pattern, and it was like, oh, this pattern has like some dude on YouTube's like, oh, this pattern has like a 90% accuracy. Where are you getting that from, dude? You're talking patterns? Seriously?
Well,
We're talking about like the VWAP or the all this other. We got the crossover. I was one of those guys. We got the 200 MA crossover. Now, not saying it doesn't work, but they do like scam you out of that. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
so you're saying the WAP is no good?
Notice on my chart, do you see any indicators? You see any indicators on my chart? No, you don't need them. And that's why we're targeting this. We're targeting inefficiency in price. I mean, I hate to break it to you guys, but trading's not this fancy like I'm a super genius because I know it. Trading's simple. It's like a child can do it. Actually, children do actually do it, and they most likely trade better than you. They trade better than me, to be honest with you. So
no biases.
Keep it basic.
Me, when I trade, Corey, it's like when I cover my eyes and I throw a dart at the wall.
You do that. That's pretty basic, right? Now let's put ourselves in the retail mindset because I've been here. I've done it, right? I thought the next indicator, I just got to keep looking for the next indicator. If I just learn next indicator, if I learn this new strategy, if I learn this, I'll be a profitable trader. But guess what? The more I learned, the more I tried to put indicators and do these things that you think, I don't know where this thought comes from. You think that if you just learn the most knowledge, that you're going to be you're going to be a better trader. But I'm here to tell you, it makes you worse because now you can see it both ways.
Nice.
It makes it worse and it makes it better. But what I'm talking about here, and anybody who's like traded for a long period of time, they know is that it actually becomes more difficult as you gain more knowledge. Kind of a trip, right? You think it would be the opposite.
Makes sense.
And you come to the realization that it's better if you had just kept it simple because that's what you were doing in the beginning when you didn't know anything on how to trade and you were actually profitable and you were actually making money. They call it beginner's luck. Well, the reason why you were so good is because you weren't worrying about all these indicators. You weren't worrying about this strategy, right? That's what I found is the more simple you make this, the better off you are. So that's why I deleted all the indicators off my chart. You know?
Oh, I know. You know, it's funny. I'm actually gonna swap out my Solana for some USDC too.
You want to pull up a chart?
Well, I'm looking at the live Bitcoin chart right now, and
Let's look at the short-term trade, I guess, right?
Yeah, it doesn't look good, bruh. So I swapped my Solana out into a stable asset. It's pegged to the US dollar. Little USDC action. You got that up? Yeah. So, and I actually like Robinhood for a live chart. It almost seems to move ahead of, because right now Can you see my Robinhood, my Bitcoin chart, the dollar amount, dude? 77 134 right now. So I just have it on my phone at the moment. 7700 something. Let me bring it up on the thing. I don't think there's a. Oh yeah. So I don't think that there is a Robinhood chart for the Bitcoin. I'm gonna bring it up here on Coinbase. Oh, we lost the. You could see all my stuff. So this is a Coinbase Bitcoin USD live chart, and as you can see, it's dropping hard. So basically, my brain is just grabs on the patterns. I'll watch stuff, see how price action acts between the different exchanges. So that's something I've noticed with Robinhood is that the way Robinhood, the live Bitcoin chart in Robinhood tends to move, it's almost like other exchanges like Bitcoin or like Coinbase, Bitstamp, etc., Binance almost seem to follow the Robinhood chart. And I don't know if maybe just because I'm a Robinhood Gold member and I have, fiber optic internet here that I'm just getting, the quotes quicker, the buys and sells quicker. But I was literally watching Bitcoin start to dump on Robinhood on the live chart after we said short sell right now, 77,300. And now it's quickly making its way to 77. So because of that, I sold my Solana because the altcoins tend to follow Bitcoin as well. But obviously, those are not, something that's not gospel. It's not something to bet on. It's just a pattern I've noticed. Did you heard?
So let's take into consideration where we are in the timeline. Like we're thinking about, on the grand scheme of things, I want everybody in the back of their minds to be imagining that all this price action right here is a monthly candle. It's one giant big candle, right? How does a camel, if you ever, if you've ever sat and watched the 1 minute chart, we all know how the candles form, right? It opens, wicks down, comes up, makes a high, and closes, and then we got the body and we have the wicks, right? I want you to imagine this is the monthly candle. It's the second week, right? Let's go back to our monthly chart and give ourselves a very good visualization of this. I'll bring that monthly chart up.
I have my trading view. It's like, oh, here we go. 1 day interview, 1 year and 1 day interviews. I have 5 years. Oh, 1 month candles, buddy. Here it is.
So now what we're looking at is the open high, and we're anticipating a low. We're in the middle of the month here, so it's a big decision point. But this is an expansion. This is the area of the candle that moves the most. That's what we're talking about in last stream. We are anticipating the monthly expansion, the expansion of the candle, whether the body goes up or expands down. This is where we make the money, right? That's why we don't like to trade the first week of the month, is because we have the open, and typically it gives a discount or it gives a premium where we can make our entry, which is smart money, right? Right now, we're in the middle of the month. It looks like the candle's expanding upwards, right? And we have a giant inversion fair value gap above us. What is this, Robinhood?
No, this is Coinbase.
Coinbase. So if we bring up probably the Binance chart, it would be a little bit better. But I assume it's the same thing. Look at that. Yeah, we have a giant inversion fair value gap right above us. So it'd be convenient for us to come up there, fill the gap, and then head down lower. Or maybe we get new all-time highs.
So isn't it interesting though how there's a $150 gap right now between the Binance chart and Coinbase? Because these are both live charts. This is wild to me.
Yeah, I mean, they do it all the time.
I mean,
don't go and think that you can just buy Bitcoin from one exchange and send it over to another and make $150. But I don't know how true it is, but I've heard people who've tried to do that accidentally somehow lose their Bitcoin.
Send it to the wrong address.
We don't know what happened to it. No,
Oof.
they sent it to the right address.
Oof.
Somehow, some way, it just gets lost.
So what I'm noticing here, dude, is the volume on the Bitcoin to US dollar on the Binance exchange. The volume is not great. It says the trading volume in the 24 hours is 53 billion. But right now I am just watching the price movement on Coinbase and Robinhood, and it's immediate, it's constant. There's, it's but I'm looking at Binance and it's not doing anything.
Are you using live data? That's also another thing.
Yes, I'm watching the UTC clock.
TradingView doesn't let you know that if you don't pay, it's like $7 a month for live data. Show it to you. Let's see my chart.
Yeah. Because Oh, it just updated 77,109. But yeah, bring up your chart.
I found it up the hard way because I was trying to trade the Nasdaq and it wasn't giving me live data. It was actually delayed.
Yeah, I gotta jump on the TradingView. I like Robinhood just because of the ease of use. I have a bank account with Robinhood now and a debit card and stuff, and it's like my money goes on instantly, comes off instantly. It's fantastic.
Yes, that's nice. That's how it should be.
Yeah, but with the freaking some of your more older, more established brokerages like Charles Schwab, who bought TD Ameritrade, unfortunately. Dude, you can only do bank transfers. You bringing up that chart, brother?
Are you looking at the monthly chart?
Are you gonna bring up? No, you said you were gonna bring up your chart so you can show people the live data.
Oh
yeah. The Binance Bitcoin chart. Yeah.
I was like doing all this and it wasn't even up.
Yeah, so I've noticed, dude, if you like with Robinhood, it's easy on, easy off, and they're constantly expanding their offerings. So it's pretty amazing. Whereas like Charles Schwab is still living in the past. It's wild. Bank transfer, you gotta wait. You can't just go buy options. You can't just, you gotta wait 3 days for the deposit to clear before you can buy most stocks. Super annoying.
Yeah, it's like a dinosaur.
Yeah. That's why Robinhood's doing so well. It's actually one of the stocks I say is a good buy. Oh yeah, they got it.
Stuff going on with trading. Want to talk about that?
Yeah. Actually, one of the biggest things that I'm most excited for. I'm just, huh?
In TradFi specifically.
Traditional finance. Yeah. One of the biggest things that I am the most excited for. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not gonna talk about the other stuff. Is they actually just changed the law on April 14th for pattern day trading, and this is super exciting because I've always said this is a huge barrier to people being able to get wealthy quickly. So basically, there used to be a $25,000 minimum requirement if you're going to be a pattern day trader. So what this means, if you're doing more than 3 round trip trades, buying and selling, or selling and buying the same, stock on the same day, you do more than 3 of those in a week, they hit you with a pattern day trading restriction. And that means your account basically gets locked until you have $25,000 in it. So a small trader who just wants to momentum trade the market, you can't do it until you get 25 grand. They're getting rid of that. The SEC on April 14th repealed that, and now anybody, no matter what, is going to be able to day trade. It's going to be sweet.
That's huge.
Yeah. Because you and I both, follow a certain guy. I probably won't mention his name, but it's like it's who will take who can take $500 and day trade it and turn it into tens of thousands of dollars in a 3-month period. Like it's
exactly, and that's what we're touching on here. That's the goal. Yeah, I mean, that's the crazy thing. Everyone watching this, you think like, oh, I need hundreds of thousands of dollars to become a millionaire. That's where you're wrong. Honestly, you become a millionaire off of $1,000 if you're good at trading. You can become a millionaire off of $500, $200. It'd be much more difficult, take a lot longer, but
Yeah, because then you're doing like swing trades where you have to hold overnight, hope for the best.
or what I'm showing on this here is you can use a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio, and you can be protecting yourselves, and you have to stick to your stop loss. It took me a long time to understand how important the stop loss is, and not only just a stop loss, but when you get stopped out, is to walk away and don't trade the rest of the day, and then come back fresh with a better mind the next day or even next week, right? Because that might be the make or break moment. So the most important thing you should be focusing on is how to lose properly, how to protect your money. And if you don't know how to do that, you have no business doing futures. Now,
Well, that's the
best do a long term. That's a different strategy.
well, that's the funny thing. So the funny thing is there's no pattern day trading laws with crypto, which is I think a big reason why they're doing that now on the traditional markets. Because people can trade crypto all day, every day, as many trades as you want with $500. You're never going to get, unless you blow up your account, you're good to go. Oh, it's pretty wild.
We are showing a path here, and I'm getting geared up once again because I'm finally in a better mental state than I was when I was in Colorado. I got this new job. It's been going good. Got money coming in again. So we're going to do this. We're going to try it again. We're going to trade some futures, and we're going to stick to the plan this time. There's no distractions.
Nice.
And I think I'm in the best mental state that I can be for this.
Yeah.
I don't think I showed you that, Mike, because we weren't talking at that point in my time. I have pictures. I have to look. But my goal was to take $100 and to turn it into $1,000, and I was able to do that by making $50, $25 trades, very small trades, and then just over a period of time growing that account. And I proved to myself that I know how to do this. But then some negative stuff happened in my life, and I got emotional, and I blew up the whole account. So I got to $800. I was extremely close to hitting my goal. A 10x an account. Think about that. And I just blew it up. I got to the point like I don't care, whatever. I blew it up and just threw the hand grenade at it, so to speak. And yeah, that's the most difficult part of trading. So I'm ready to go back to it. I know the strategy. That's what's crazy. I know how to do this now. I wasn't ready mentally, so to speak, before.
Oh, I get that.
A lot of other weird stuff that was going on with that. So we're not going to go too deep on the stream because I don't want to get depressive. But
yeah.
We have to be able to work on ourselves. This is the most crazy part of trading, and that's why I've come to realize on this journey, the final boss of trading is you. It's yourself.
Your own emotions.
Because we all have emotions. We have our own issues that we're dealing in our own personal lives, and that actually manifests itself when we trade, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And until we get a grip on that, you're not going to be profitable.
Yeah. So what I've found is a really good mindset is just getting yourself into that point where when you're thinking about money in general, is that abundance mindset, and that money will come, more money will come. more good trades will come through the pipeline. Like money's easy to make, basically. Get that mindset and then get all emotions out of your actual trading as best you can after that.
Exactly. But for me, Mike, it was a deep underlying feeling that I didn't deserve any of it.
Oof.
Maybe a lot of people might be like, watching this. That might have hit home. Like, I have a part of me that loves to self-sabotage when I'm doing good, and I all of a sudden decide to screw myself up. I think that's a big thing right there.
Architect of your own destruction.
Yeah, Shiva.
Yeah. No, it's a good point. I don't know. It's always an important thing to think about when you're trading because emotions are going to be a huge thing. But I was wondering, did you want to bring up the SPY chart? Because it'd be a good time to talk at least a little bit about the TradFi markets because of the insanity happening. Because we talked about this. So I knew I was going to sell everything on the stock market this week. I was debating between yesterday and today, and I decided to do it yesterday, which, not great for me. Obviously, as you can see the chart, not horrible because, I took my money and I ran because of Iran. And yeah, it doesn't look good. So I was like, I'm going to sell out. I did it on Thursday, but I should have just waited till today. But I sold out of the stock market completely. I see this new all-time high as being basically, with everything going on in the Middle East, I just see this being a correction point again. So basically, the United States blockaded Iran's blockade. And tonight, like a little while ago, Trump announced that the Strait of Hormuz is open, but we're going to keep blockading it now. So some interesting stuff there. You might watch oil go up, like keep an eye on oil to see if that goes up. Keep an eye on the SPY. Oh, did you just draw those lines on there? Yeah. So the weekends are dicey. That's when Israel loves to bomb its neighbors. That's when Iran likes to send the drones after the military bases is on the weekends. It's just a long time when all the markets are closed. So a lot of stuff could happen. And I just don't think good things are going to happen overall. So that's what I bet on. Yeah. I had a really good run this month. My brokerage account chart this month is basically, this is backwards. It's just a 45-degree line that goes like this for the past month. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to minimize risk. And right now I'm out of everything. It's fantastic.
Yeah, this is just a sketchy time. And that's why I was saying before, it's better to be averaging into Bitcoin, which is like the safest asset, because we don't know where things are going. And just be anticipating a long-term strategy here.
Yeah. Actually, the Bitcoin is actually looking good. It bounced off of that $77,000 level. It's pretty crazy. But I mean, I sold everything. I sold Kodak. I sold BlackBerry. Right now, the one that I'm going to be looking at on Monday, besides day trading, because I feel like Robinhood is going to allow day trading on Monday per the SEC, the new rules. I think Robinhood is going to be like, hey, guys, have fun.
Right? Holy crap, the Nasdaq's just on a freaking tear.
Oh, yeah. Tech heavy, Wow. Yeah, it's wild, dude. That's why I like the S&P, because it's a little more of an average. You have a lot of what is it? Your staple good companies like Eli Lilly, stuff like that. So it's like it's a better average, I feel like. Whereas if you get a tech rally like we're seeing this year with the stocks or the past 18 months, Yeah, the chart is just even crazier.
It's literally offering no entry. Like this is crazy. That would be frustrating. I mean, maybe something like right here, but like, holy crap! Where's my thing?
Yeah, that's why I'm just I got out. I got out. I'm done. This looks like a correction waiting to happen. This is just not sustainable. One bad thing happens overseas, forget about it.
If you're patient, that would have been your entry right there. But yeah, I mean, all these other ones that just didn't get hit. It's just it's crazy. That's crazy work, man.
Yeah, because oil's down too. Oil's down to $85 a barrel. 83 now that the Iran decided to open the Strait of Hormuz. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Oil's down to $83 a barrel. Nobody expects the United States to keep turning boats around, but I think that crazy commander in chief will very much keep doing that because they're trying to make a deal. And huh?
Chief Keef?
Yeah. They're trying to make a deal this weekend again, dude. They're doing Monday. They're trying to make a deal again, and I just don't think it's gonna happen. And I think the markets are going to seesaw in our face on Monday. So,
Play out the way we're like anticipating, you mean?
yeah.
Meteorite in this scenario be a premium. We're targeting a premium discount.
Yeah. I mean, you might see the mark. Yeah, there might be a small continuation Monday, but unless there's an actual peace deal inked, forget about it. Market's gonna.
I'm anticipating down. That's why that's where I've been leaning. We'll see. I could be wrong.
Yeah. And the other reason why I did what I did is I'm freeing up some liquidity for Monday for a day trade. I tried today. I ditched it. It was not behaving. I jumped in way too early in pre-market, which is stupid. I work third shift, so I wasn't gonna wait for the markets to open. So I got out, with a freaking less than a 1% loss, and I decided, I'm going to bed. But Monday,
Walk away.
yeah, Monday I will be doing a day trading live stream. It's not with real funds though. It's paper trading.
Paper trading here.
Yep.
That's all we're doing. Don't ever use any real money.
Not in the live stream.
Yeah, I mean, we make real money, but can't playing that game. You know what I'm saying?
Well, of course that we tell people our trades. We're transparent. For better or for worse, that might bite us in the butt later. Might cause us some problems later, but right now nobody cares what we do. What is this? Yeah. Oh, I thought you were looking up the Zillow group. I was like, oh, what stock are you bringing up?
Like I said, Mike, I have not really paid attention to really anything. I've been rebuilding my life last month.
It's good. It's good.
New job in Arizona, and getting everything nailed down on my personal life first because I kind of messed things up for myself for a little while. So
yeah, but I mean,
we're back on track here, and it's gonna be even better than last time.
Yeah, because where you're at as far as like messing up with the stuff that you do have, like you are 10 times better than where you were when you messed up in your 20s. You know what I mean? Same as me.
Yeah.
So it's like that's the levels to it. It's like it can feel like rock bottom in your 30s, but where you're at, rock bottom in your 30s is still like you are so far away from actual rock bottom when you were in your 20s and you had no money and you're like begging relatives to do work for them so you can have money to eat. Like
Stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
had a lot of struggles in my life.
Yeah, it's like you got a roof. You got a roof over your head. Like it could get so much worse.
I got a bed, sleeping, even though my dog puked on it today. Great time, you know.
It happens. It happens. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Good times.
You have anything to bring up?
I mean, I'll be honest. It's like the mindset I'm in now. I mean, you could bring up the Kodak chart or something like that. Gold, nice. I've actually been thinking about gold lately, you know, as the portfolio starts to build up. It's like, all right, when am I going to start buying physical precious metals? I've been thinking about it.
Like, let me get a discount.
Yeah. You think we're going to get in another one?
Oh no, it's hard to say. It looks like it's flagging out. That's for sure.
In a bad way or a good way? Bull flag or bear flag?
Yeah, it looks like a bear flag to me.
Okay.
Which is interesting, right? I don't know why.
Well, we're getting low lows. The trend is down right now. The recent.
Right, and it could do something like that and then pop like back all the way up here. You know, some insane crap.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the way the markets are nowadays, oil. The price of oil is a huge thing that affects the price of different commodities. It's a very
Depending on what happens geopolitically, you know.
Oh yeah, it's an interconnected system, and that's why being able to decipher the patterns is huge. You know.
Kind of trippy how it all lines up there.
Oh yeah, the markets in general. Look at that. Woo. What is this? India oil? India Limited?
India Limited.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
So you see down there WTI crude, oil to US dollar. Down at the bottom, WTI crude. Yeah, that's a actual American oil commodity right there. Oh yeah, that right there, that's the Iran war. Ooh, is that a gap?
Yeah, it's a liquidity void.
Yep. So I've been saying constantly with the way oil's been acting, it doesn't make any sense because it is a global market and that's what decides the price. But the United States is making so much oil that we're exporting it. And the oil that came through the Strait of Hormuz was less than 20% of the world's supply. So that giant spike is mostly speculation, let's be honest, because you know, all the other countries are still creating a ton of oil, still shipping it out. So this is really more of a, a financial market thing. So that's why you're seeing the price of oil crash now so much, even though supply hasn't drastically changed, scarcity hasn't drastically changed. Like none of the actual economic factors have moved as much as the price itself. It's all financial markets.
Right. Yeah. So it's trending. It's trending down.
Yeah, huh? Just slightly.
Yeah, just enough to make like people freak out, but like also make them look stupid.
Oh yeah.
No matter what the president is, because they'll just be like, "Oh, the president said," and the other side's gonna be like, "Oh, your president's an idiot." Depending on, it doesn't matter. I'm not talking about left or right. It's both sides. Dude.
Yeah, because
this stupid excuse.
the last spike was regulation changes under Biden, which made the price go up to where they were recently, but it was the same thing, like supply, scarcity, etc. did not change enough to justify the upswing in price. This is all speculation.
Yep, and there you
And if you're smart enough, you can make money off it.
You try.
Oh yeah. It's fun. Been having a lot of fun.
Financial advice, nothing we say or do should be misconstrued as financial advice. If you need financial advice, please consult a professional financial advisor. We are not that. Okay, so taking it, get out of here right now.
Nope, I call myself a gambling degenerate. Let's be honest.
Yeah, there's nothing here about financial advice. This is pure gambling.
I aped into a shit coin laying in bed a couple Fridays ago. That's where I made my money the past 2 weeks. Daddy Darth Maul was the name.
I'm thinking about getting a neck tattoo.
Of Darth Maul?
Darth Maul right here.
Yeah. I do have to. So when I hit big on Safe Moon, I actually thought about getting a Safe Moon tattoo, but I'm proud to say I have no tattoos for any investments. So. Oh yeah.
You have a crypto tattoo that was a rug pull. Post it in the comments down below. We want to hear about it.
Oh God, especially if it was a rug pull. Oh, good times.
I think that's part of the hive mind. There's something weird about that.
Yeah, so I've noticed with that, with the cryptos that tend to take off. So obviously over a long enough period of time, if something has the fundamentals, they have the tech behind it and a team, like they're obviously they're gonna kill it. But absent of that, like your meteoric rises, it tends to be a weird, almost cult-like community dynamic that happens. Like GameStop. And it's interesting to see. Like there's almost seems to be no rhyme or reason to it sometimes. Just crappy meme coin, crappy website, crappy everything, and for some reason the community just gets behind it and sends it to a multi-million-dollar market cap.
That's the weird thing about finance these days. There's some weird stuff going on.
Oh yeah. And you see it with the stocks too. Anybody that wants to act like meme coins and stocks nowadays couldn't be farther from each other, that is completely false. You'll watch stocks that have horrible fundamentals go through the roof, and you're like, well, what's going on here? Like, this company doesn't even make money. Their next earnings are going to be negative again, and people are just buying in because it's the zeitgeist at the time, like precious metals. Oh, oh, dude, the metal company, they're trying to mine precious metals at the bottom of the ocean. So like there's very few countries that'll even allow them to do that right now with everything going on with the oceans ecologically. And they don't make money and they haven't started mining. But for some reason, because of the precious metal run and everything going on with these countries trying to get more precious metals, their stock is killing it. Like, it's wild. Oh yeah. What's that?
We're looking at some strange times.
Yeah. Were you looking up the metal company, TMC? Oh, okay. Cardano. Whoa.
How disappointing is this?
I know.
What a waste of my time.
Meanwhile, have you seen XRP recently?
No, let's look at that one.
Dude. XRP.
$10 like they said?
No. I mean, Ripple keeps selling, but look, I mean, that chart still looks a lot better than Cardano. Yeah, no, they're they're ripping, kinda. Oh yeah, because Ripple's just going to keep selling into this market. Ripple is going to keep selling XRP on the open market. There's only what 50 billion in circulation now, so half of the max circulation. But apparently this is going to be the new world order global currency. That's the conspiracy theories pushed on social medias. And I mean, as far
That's what retail mindset is. So if you're watching that, look at what they're saying.
but as far as the chart goes, that's actually kind of an attractive chart, correct?
In what sense?
No, the XRP chart, is that nice? Is that a nice chart or no? Like,
Yeah, I mean, like everything right now, it's a great time to average in.
cup?
And anticipate prices might go lower, but they also might rebound from here as well. So that's like the uncertainty involved in it. And that's why it's the best time to just average in. Don't put a ton of money into it, put all your eggs in one basket. But me personally, what I'm doing is now I'm slowly buying into stuff right here. That's how I made a bunch of money on the last cycle. So I just started averaging in at that low, and all of a sudden it popped back up. So that was unexpected. That was crazy.
Did you hear my dogs drinking water a couple seconds ago?
No, I didn't hear that.
Because I was watching my mic. My mic was registering the sound, but I was wondering if like people could actually hear it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
Nice.
So maybe if they like the whole fucking volume up like super high, but luckily anything came through.
Nice. Yeah. But so yeah, that's my prediction on the markets. I'm seeing a downturn coming this weekend. I don't think, or Monday, I do not think they're going to be able to broker a peace deal. Iran wants the nukes, and the United States does not want them to have them. And that was the sticking point last time. I could be completely wrong. And if I am, it's going to scorch in my face, but that's fine. I'll deal.
Lining up with what I'm playing out in the charts, what we've been talking about here the whole time. So I'm anticipating a monthly expansion to the downside. Currently, right now, what we're seeing is the open high, which is the top of the wick, and then we're going to go low to the close. So we are not there just yet. Right now would be if you were say to be anticipating a short, you'd be looking for our position, which is what we're doing. We are looking for that. Currently, right now, it's that inversion fair value gap. So let's bring that up.
Yeah, because
either the Binance chart or the CME. So on the Binance chart, let's line it up. We put alerts on both these. So this way, you guys, playing this, right? We're going to anticipate entry into the zone. What I would do is use a horizontal line on TradingView. I like to put it right at the entry, right? So as soon as it goes into that box, I know what's going to go on. And I'm just going to create a horizontal line alert. It's going to send an alert to my phone. It's going to send an alert to my computer. It's going to send an alert to wherever I'm at, right? I know we're getting into the zone, and I'm going to anticipate to enter into a short when we get into this area. That's the Binance chart. We're going to also do it on the CME, and we're already lined up our trade here. I'm going to put it right at the entry of that liquidity void. Stop loss right above there, right? And targeting new lows. Like we're talking, we're anticipating a flag to play out. So where are we going? Let's play it out completely. Outline this, and the bulls in the comments, they're getting really pissed off right now. They just like, Corey, I'm done following you guys. Manic money they're crazy, man. This is manic because I don't see Bitcoin going to $35,000. It probably won't go all the way to $35,000, but what we were talking about last time Where are the stop losses? Right, we're selling into opposing pools of liquidity. Oops, kind of got sidetracked there. We're selling into opposing pools of liquidity. And where is that? It's the previous flag from the high. Right when the breakout started happening, right? All the way back here, back in July of 2024, right? And where are those stop losses? People, they put their stop loss under this wick. Right? If you're trying to be a little bit more conservative, you could put them on this wick, right? Just think about it. People were playing this flag, and they still have their trades open. There's a lot of people that most likely still have their trade open. They're greedy, and they pay themselves, and they didn't pay themselves after this big flag. So where are their stop losses? Boom, right in the zone.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. I know a plumber that bought 2 Bitcoin when they were less than 10 grand, and he was sitting on them when that was worth 250K, and he just was not selling. $125,000 Bitcoins, and he wouldn't even sell a parcel.
Currently, yeah, I mean, this is the same story of a lot of people. So the successful day traders in this realm, we need to put ourselves in the mindset and the perspective of the general population, so-called dumb money. We have to put ourselves in their perspective, and it's easy because we've all been there, right? We've all done these crazy, these insane fantasies about XRP going to $100 or some crap like that, right? It might seem ridiculous to people like us, right? But there are actually there are people out there that believe that crap. There's actually a large group of people that believe that crap. So, I mean, it's sad, but it's also kind of a cool thing because we'll always have liquidity.
Yeah, yeah. And we might be 24 hours ahead of the market right now, which is fine. We might even be 3 days ahead of the market right now, which is fine. As long as things play out how we think they're going to play out. If you're 3 days ahead of the market and you watch it go up when you thought it was going to go down for a couple days, it's no big deal. Because then when it freaking rips down in everybody's faces, you still get to be right.
Let's face it, Mike. Trading is like chess, and anybody who thinks that they're playing checkers here, they're going to get completely walked on. You're anticipating multiple moves ahead. If you can't do that, you're going to be you cook chat on God.
Oh, good times. Alrighty. So I think we covered TradFi, commodities, the world stage, and everything. A nice, neat little package for these guys.
Yeah, I think that lines up pretty good.
So I mean,
it's hard to say where we're going.
I mean, obviously, when we live stream on Sunday, we'll have a better idea of how things are playing out. And yeah, unfortunately, I have to work third shift one more week, so I cannot live stream next Monday through Thursday night, which sucks. But we can still
work around it.
Oh yeah, we can jump on a little earlier on Sunday. You skydiving Sunday?
Yeah, but probably only until like the
Okay.
afternoon.
Okay. What time do you think?
Usually, like Sundays are slower, and they like finish up around like 12 or 1.
Oh, okay. Nice. So what time you thinking Sunday? You want to lock in a time right now, or
Probably do the same time, 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock Eastern time? 7 p.m. Yeah, Western. Is it Western or Pacific? Where you at?
I think it's Mountain Time.
I think you're
Arizona time actually, because we don't recognize daylight savings time because obviously it's yes. So like Arizona's cool. We don't even pay attention to that.
So you're
currently on 3 hours.
So you're Pacific time, technically.
Damn.
Yeah, so I mean we actually did not start till 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific today. After me and you talked for a while, did a little chit-chatting. Yeah. So I'd figure Sunday 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time would be good. That'll be perfect. So that way we can hopefully we can be like, told you so.
Yeah, like, hey, look, hey guys. I mean, this is why it's predictable. It's because it's 100% manipulated. If it wasn't manipulated, then it wouldn't be predictable. So prove me wrong.
That's a good point.
That's all I got to say about that.
It's a good
Like,
point.
to be able to do this says something.
Yep. Play the manipulation.
I mean, it's smart money manipulating markets. Once you understand that, it's it. That's the final boss. One, or the final boss is really you. So
Yeah, it's manic money. Oh, good times.
right. So I mean, I think that's a good segue into wrapping this up. What do you think?
Oh yeah, bud. Perfection.
But yeah, we're gonna be targeting this giant risk to reward ratio here. So I mean, we could make $250,000 off this trade if this was real money.
Yeah. Yep. And I'm out of the markets.
We only have a $9,000 account.
And I'm out of the markets completely for the first time in over a year that I've actually gotten out of the markets completely. So that tells you something.
Yeah, I got out before I left Colorado, and luckily that was
Yeah.
I was like back in the middle of my whole stay
That
there, but
that kind of worked out beautifully for you, by the way.
yeah, it did. I'm saying there's divine connection here on all the things that's going on. So everything that's gonna happen is supposed to happen, and
even the bad stuff.
We're on the journey to become millionaires. I hope you guys are gonna join us because I just know it's gonna happen, and when I'm certain about things in my life, they always happen. Because it's just how it goes.
Money. All right.
Find me.
And
with that, I'm Crypto Corey.
I'm Money Mike.